got two on. Get here on my other. We got four on, one like. Thank y'all for being here. I sure appreciate it. I sure appreciate it. What am I doing tonight? I hope the wind's not too bad. It's a little kind of a different live. I'm out here hunting anything nocturnal. Who do we got here? We got anybody in the chat? I found it takes about 10 minutes for the algorithm to send this stuff out. Got 2 likes. What am I doing and why am I doing it? Well, I'm near a woods, between a field and a woods, and on the other side of the woods is a road about 100 yards, and Richland County, about 4 weeks ago, something was sighted pretty close to this woods, in this field. Actually, it was in this field walking into the woods. So I don't know how good you guys can see. Maybe I need to turn my other light on too. Watching the ads. Oh, you must not have premium. I'm sorry. There's no mid-run ads, that's for sure. I never do mid-run ads. So this is a little bit different. Instead of sitting by a tent with a nice cozy fire, I'm bundled up and I'm back here near the woods. And like I said, for those of you that may have just come in, Travel Around Susie says hi Woody. Hi Susie. I'd like to read the chat so you guys know what I'm talking about when I say something to somebody. Ozarks Woodsman's here, stories and more. And so about 4 weeks ago in this county, I don't know whether you're a believer or not, that was deep spot right there. And I hope the wind's not too bad. Right where my headlamp is pointed right now, and I'm going to kind of make it a little more. Is that better or not? Maybe that's better. But somewhere over in this area, someone saw a supposedly 6 to 7 foot creature walk from across the field, and it's been reported, and it was on the news. Walked across the field and into this woods. So I brought some apples down, and I thought this would be a good live for this week instead of just sitting in front of a tent with Gus. Gus wanted to come, and I don't know, I think he followed me. He wanted to come with me and I wouldn't let him. Now here's some tracks. These are animal tracks here, probably deer. There's been no human activity back here, I can see. Let me try to catch up with the chat. Nature inspired snips and snaps. Don't want to miss the hunt, here to see it unfold. Susie says, hi, Jeff. Herbert T's here. Evening all. Hi, Herbert T. Ray Crump. Hi, Woody. Lee Angel Eyes. What about Bigfoot? Well, that's what we come to find out, Lee Angel Eyes. And I actually... Boy, there's heavy deer traffic right there. Look at that. I'm back here looking for Prince, and I brought him a couple apples. I'm going to leave him a couple apples up somewhere. I'm going to try to leave them high enough that a deer can't get them. This is kind of freaky walking in here, I don't mind telling you. I'm going to leave them high enough that hopefully, this is new. This is new. I was back here about 3 months ago and this was not down. Let's see if its base is over here. Sorry about that. I don't have my mic on because I want you guys to hear raw nature. Now look. Looky here. This tree didn't come down right here. Look, there's no base. So how did this tree get here? Right there's where it would have had to stand, right there. That is weird. That in itself is weird. What do y'all think? We got some more deer traffic back here. Check on the chat. Well, Gus wanted to come. I told him he couldn't because he'd have trouble keeping up with me because he walks kind of slow. But I thought I heard him rattling down the lane a few minutes ago, so I don't know. Hello, Fat May. Well, I can't pronounce it. So, Fat Mayos Demi. Sorry, I don't mean to try to disrespect your name, but hello, welcome in. Gus would draw them in or scare them. I think he would probably scare Bigfoot more than draw him in, to be honest with you. But anyway, welcome in everybody if you're here. Looks like there's 42 in the chat. If you're here, give us a chat, give us a like, maybe give us a subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of activity back here except human activity. Now that's kind of strange about that tree being laid across the path like that. And from my nocturnal activities here going forward, I'm going to have green light. So this white light will alert animals and scare them away, where a green light will not. A green or red light will not scare animals away. So I don't know how long I'm going to be back here. But right now I'm searching for nocturnal activity. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla said hello, and you can see I brought some apples. I'm going to leave some apples and I'm going to put them high enough that a deer can't eat them. Now, I suppose a raccoon could climb a tree and get them, but we'll see. Joe's Outdoor Places is here. He says hello, Woody. Hi, Joe. Thanks for coming along on this nocturnal hunt. And I need to be quiet and listen for a minute. Looky here, you guys. Look, Another log across the path. You'll see it when I get up there. Thanks for stopping in, you guys. The views and likes are piling up tonight. You guys must like this nocturnal hunt. Again, for those that arrived late, the field I just came out of, my truck's parked about a half a mile away. The field I just came out of, and you can check the news clippings, Richland County, Ohio. Big black object walked across the field and entered the woods that I am currently in. So, but look at this. Look. I wish I had my green light. That's some type of warning, I'm telling you. Of course, it does look like that could have broken off from right there. I think that one did break off from right there. So that makes me feel better. I don't know if you guys know anything about legends and lore, but trees laid across the path are a warning to stay out. Ray Crump says hello, Jeff, Tammy, and Susie. D24K, so be careful. Skinwalkers and rakes are about. Carmen says, ooh, footprints, where do they go? Well, pretty sure these are just deer that's been through here. We have a lot of deer in this county. $44 on here. Welcome in, welcome in. We've only got 21 likes, but we are doing a nocturnal hunt tonight. And I almost thought there was another tree across the path here. No humans have been back here. So the story goes that the creature walked across the field, entered the woods, and there is a 4-lane highway about 100 yards on the other side of this woods. So I doubt the creature would have crossed the road. He may have. If it's true, someone reported it and they did a story on it. It's on Google. So not something I'm making up. Susie says, hi, Ray. Bent tree limbs, Indian markers. I did a video on that the other day. I found a bent tree, and the legend goes that they were old Indian markers to point direction. I'm tracking anything nocturnal tonight. So, and I don't know which way I want to go. I got a feeling I want to go down here and follow this deer trail. It goes that way too. I'm sorry if the wind's bothering the live, you guys. I really am. And Gus wanted to come, but I wouldn't let him. So, but I thought I heard some rattling going on behind me. He's sitting back in the truck. Where does this go? Ryan Powell says it looks like small game tracks. Well, you know what? I was out the other day. I saw a raccoon, coyote, and bobcat and fox. But it was down in around Logan, Ohio, down around Hocking County. So I want to be quiet a second. I thought I heard something. I don't want to get lost either. I may have to double back. Them definitely, well, there's some deer. I know deer's in there. And they aren't clear enough. This is definitely real small game right here. I don't know where you're at watching this, but it's 7 p.m. in Ohio. Now that's real small there. That could be bobcat. There's deer. Could be a bunch of does running together. Yeah, it looks well traveled. No humans though, Ray. No humans. There is a large track right there, you all. See if I can zero in on it with my other light. That is four. That is not deer, that's 4 toes there. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Wait a second, I heard something. Turn my light out. It'll be dark for a minute, you guys. I wish I had my green light already, because it would not alert anything. I did bring extra underwear in case I really see something. We have coy wolves in this area, Ryan Powell. No wolves. Thanks, Susie, for asking them to hit the thumbs up. Okay, I've turned my light out, and you guys, well, you can probably see a little bit. It's kind of a nice lit night. It's overcast, but we must have a pretty good moon up there. I'm going to turn around and show you more of the woods. And about 100 yards through there is traffic. That's a 4-lane, so if anything walked into this woods, it probably stayed in this woods. This woods is about, I would guess, 200 acres, maybe. That's trees rubbing together. That freaked me out. Like I said, if I ever really see something, you guys, you're probably going to see me just shut everything down, and you won't see me till the next week, because I'll be somewhere changing my drawers. Okay. There's something right there. You guys, I think that's a deer. Right straight through there. I don't want to spotlight him though. It is, it's a deer. There's two deer right there. Can you see them? See their lights, their eyes? One doe's running now. The other one's just, there she goes. That's a buck. I don't like spotlighting them. I don't like doing that to them. Let's go on down here. There's a path down here in the woods. Again, no human tracks. I'm going to turn the light back on. I lost a bunch of people because I had the light out. Thank you, Janet. I can't read that. You're way up there too high. Oh, here we go. Yeah, perch do that. They make... Okay. Something was sounded like someone was talking. It really did. Okay, wait a minute. Where am I at now? Wait a minute. Something's wrong here. I got to go back up here. This is a dead end. Oh, maybe not. Looks like something might have been laid up here again. I'm not going to do the whole 200 acres, you guys. I just ain't got the time or the energy tonight. I'm on a game trail right here. Oh. That one scared the crap out of me. Whoa! That was my phone. I don't think I'm cut out for this, you guys. Whoa! Who is this? Can't read it. Is that the Traveling Whitcombs? I think that's the Traveling Whitcombs. If it is, thank you, Traveling. Yeah, you're green, so you're a member. Thank you, thank you. Gypsy sent a thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think it was two trees rubbing together, but it sounded just like a human talking. Okay, on with my... I don't know where I want to go. I sure don't want to get lost tonight. Again, still no human tracks back here. I've got to cross this ravine somehow. I'm getting too old for that. I should have worn my spikes. I'm going up a big hill right now. I think when I jumped, I might have messed the phone up. It's hard to put it on wide when you're vertical, and I hope a lot of you is watching on your phone so it looks normal. I wonder if that sound I heard was Gus following me. I gotta find a place to put these apples. Yeah, I wish I had my green headlamp. Alright, I'm gonna head up this way. I'm gonna head on up the woods and walk the tree line for a while. I can't pronounce this one again. Larray, Bigfoot is watching you. Well, probably is. Looks downhill walk. Nope, I'm still going uphill. The other way would have been downhill. Ryan Powell says, cool spot. Thank you, Ryan. Tree Gone Villager, sounds like. Andre Rodriguez, if you're happy or happen upon a werewolf, I hope her she or he is nice to. Well, I'm going to need that extra pair of underwear that I brought if I happen upon a werewolf. I'm in Ohio. They flex with a deep bass. I've heard a Bigfoot howl before. Yeah, I'm climbing up the hill right now, but it's not too icy. I gotta be honest, it's not too bad on the footing. Yeah, somebody did come in here and clean this out. I'm not sure when, but you can tell it's been done. Thank you. Thanks. It is a bright light, and I'm glad I got it. It's also a zoom. Oh, I'm gonna go up here to the tree line. See, I want to make sure I don't lose my way. A lot of deadfall. Somebody needs to come in here and clear it out again. You can tell it has been thinned out though. Hello, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gus can't get out of the truck himself, can he? Well, you'd be surprised what Gus can do. You would be very surprised what Gus can do. Gus gets me in trouble all the time. I'm going uphill, y'all. You can tell my breathing. If I was 26, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'm about 75 yards from the tree line. Put my light up a little bit. I think you guys can see a little better now. There ain't been a human back here. We've had this snow on for a couple weeks now. Well, I don't know exactly when this came on and stayed. Maybe 10 days. When I left here, we had snow Saturday morning. When I got to Columbus, there was no snow. And then when I got down south further, there was more snow than we had here in Richland County. Held for review. Ryan Powell. I'm going to show that one. There's nothing wrong with that one. Okay, these tracks go to the edge of the woods. This might have been where the deer came in. We'll kill my light right here for a second, you guys. Hang on. Don't leave me. should be able to see pretty good when I get out here. The wind has died down a little bit. Yeah, tree known villager, Richland County. Richland County. Oh, that was freaky. Yeah, when I seen the bobcat and the coyote, the fox the other day, I was down in Logan. I've got a video on about it. This is really deep snow right here. This must be windblown. I wonder if that was the section over there that he supposedly went into. Google it, y'all. Don't see any deer. I could see them other deer with my naked eye. And I'm getting me a thermal too. A thermal camera. I'm not getting the kind that I can see night vision. I'm getting the kind that shows up heat. Anything that's got body temperature will show up on it. Go back over here and search this other section real quick. Worked my way down the outside. The deer were standing. When I seen the deer, they were standing right up here on this corner. So, but I don't see their fresh tracks. My nighttime light will make these nocturnal investigations really cool. I'm gonna cut right down here. Go to this other section down here. A lot of corn to eat too in this area. A lot of corn left over from the harvest. There's still some stalks standing. Well, I told Gus that he's going to have to slow down on his eating because I wouldn't be able to afford to feed him for a while. And he said it wouldn't be anything different than he has already experienced. He treats me bad, you guys. I think if I'd have brought him with me, he'd have scared Bigfoot away. Dennis Quincy's here. Hey, how you doing, Dennis? Man. Okay. Can you guys see good enough? Do I need my light on? I think you can see pretty good the woods I'm headed towards. Hope somebody don't think I'm Bigfoot and shoot me. Somebody said that all of a sudden, why are we seeing all these sightings in Pennsylvania and Ohio along the power lines where they went down through there and forested out the forest and put power lines down through there, and all this drilling and frackling that they're doing. They're disturbing the woods, disturbing nature, and they think that's why all these sightings are starting to pop up. Somebody said something about a big storm. Well, we got 36 likes. I'd like to hit 50 before I get off of here. It's hard to see right now, isn't it? Let me turn my light on. There. Now you guys can see a little better. I'm going to work my way in right here. No human tracks, no Bigfoot tracks. Got to be honest. There's a drag. Wait a minute. Now. Trying to get an opening to work my way in. Man, I just felt the hair stand up on the back of my neck, you guys. Well, Nature Inspired Snips and Snacks says it looks gnarly out there, hard to move. No, I'm back into the less deep snow. I just couldn't find the word I was looking for. If you guys like nature, you ought to go check out Nature Inspired Snips and Snaps. She has a lot of good nature videos. The other day, she's starting to branch out, and she did a day camp, cooked on the video. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, did you guys hear that? It rushed right out and grabbed me. Oh, the bushes, yeah. Yep, the ice and snow's coming. They said we're supposed to get 4 inches, but from what I know, oh, now I'm in the deeper stuff again, the deeper snow. Has to be wind blown. From what I know, they can predict, these are fresh. Bet that was that buck that came through. From what I know about Ohio is it could be snowing or raining on any given day in the winter. 31 day, 60 the next. Here's some more fresh tracks right here. I have never heard a bobcat in this area. I did hear a bobcat down in southern Ohio one time when I was camping near Rock Bridge. And I did a video one time, y'all, for you guys that might still be on here. Nature-inspired snips and snaps, Dennis. She is 2 comments above you. Young lady in Canada, and where they have much more snow than we have in Ohio. But she's a hard worker. Following these tracks right over here. I think I've been on here about an hour. It's probably about time to end this one tonight. Yeah, I just got another like. I hate to end it when I got 35 on and 41 likes. I want to hit 50. See if I can work my way up here around the edge of the woods. Uphill again. That disturbs me about the logs laying across the path. That tells me something. Check the chat. Susie says hit the like, double. William retracted his message. I'm here just working on my channel and listening to you, haha. Oh yeah, you guys. I didn't know she was still on here. Travel Around Susie, a van lifer, is on here too. Get on there and check her out. She has some good videos, a lot of good van life tips. I work my way around this edge. Still no human tracks. Stop and listen, catch my breath. "44 likes, thank y'all. Thank you. 37 still watching. This must be a good subject tonight. Looky there. There's a bunch of tires that's been thrown away. You have to pay to get tires removed to these days. I don't know how much it is per tire. Am I caught up on the chat? I am caught up on the chat. I'm going to work my way down here, see if I can get... That looks like a campsite. Right there. Looks like somebody had a circular campsite right there. This might be a good place to leave them apples. Okay, I think I see a place where I want to leave an apple. If I can get to it without getting all stuck up. I'm going to leave it right up there. I'm going to need both hands, so I'm going to set this down. I think I can get back in here without getting stuck in the Won't no deer be able to get up here on this one. Set this phone down. I'm going to put it right on top of that little tree right there. It'll be about 7 foot off the ground. Okay, guys, there it is up there. So we'll visit this place again in a week or two and see if it's still there. And I have one more. That's a peace offering. Y'all ever watch Small Town Monsters? Seth Breedlove. 44 likes. I like that. Looks like somebody made a donation of $1.40. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. That apple's 7 foot off the ground, so a deer should not be able to get it. Now a buck could rut there probably and knock it off, but it would take quite a bit. I thought I just saw some eye shine in the woods. This will be my last nocturnal investigation with a white light. It'll be green from now on. I think we pretty much had our 30 some on here most of the night. That's cool. Appreciate that. We see 44. I want to see 50, Ray. I see 43. Okay, I can get back in right here. Again, nothing but animals. We're only about 75, well, maybe 100 yards from the 4-lane right now. I did not see any no trespassing signs, so I am not trespassing. The circle's right around here. I want to stop and listen for a second. I love the sound of the nighttime, the wind rustling through the trees. I got one more apple to place. How about right here? I see a place right here. If it'll stay up there. I don't want it to fall. Well, if it falls, I'll see it on the ground. Okay, there's my other apple. That is about 6.5 foot off the ground. So, take a pretty good sized deer to get up there and get that one. All right. Behind you. Well, I'd have needed them extra underwear, believe me. If I'd have been behind me. I did hear something, y'all. That's why I wanted to stop and listen, but I think it's just the wind rustling through the trees. Listen. Get that interstate to quiet down. Work my way on back here a little bit. You know, Ryan, the other night when I was over in Mohican State Forest, I come upon an awful smell. And I hiked another 50, 75 yards and it was gone. I don't know where there was a dead carcass laying there somewhere. But it just smelled real like nasty and musty, like a dog. You know what a dog smells like when they come in from the rain? That's what it smelled like. So I've got my apples placed. So I'm going to come back here in a couple weeks and check on the status of them apples. And I'm pretty sure, I remember I put them both in this section right here. So this is probably a 15-acre section right here. Like I say, there's about 200 acres of woods. So it's a lot down here. And I just touched maybe 15 acres. I just probably searched 15 acres. So, yeah, it smelled terrible. It was enough to make me stop and think about it. Because I usually don't think about the smell. I've heard tree knocks. I seen fir the other day on a broken off tree. And I got pictures of that. I got video of that. Work my way. I'm going to turn around slow because if I turn around fast and see something behind me, I'm going to crap. So I'm going to turn around slow. Y'all, I don't know whether I'm cut out for this or not. These nocturnal investigations, I'm telling you. Okay. That dude was playing. How would he see something behind me when the camera's on my chest pointing forward? I don't understand that one. Come on, I want 4 more likes, you guys. Turning slowly, slowly, slowly. Work our way on down this hill. And I think we might join the first section I was on. Looked like that could have been a campsite at one time. Oh, almost fell. It's not slippery. It's not. I was at Cantwell Cliffs the other day and that rocks was so slippery down there. I'm surprised I made it through without falling, to be honest with you. Next time I come back, I will not alert anything because I'll have my green light. I'm surprised that I didn't alert them deer, though. That was a buck and a doe. $47. Thank you for the $1.40. I sure appreciate it. To have people watching, I so much appreciate, and the little contribution means the world to me. Here's some fresh tracks. Small game. Small game. This is raccoon right here. Raccoon right there. Point you down a little more. Right there, raccoon. Okay, now we're going to start back. Ooh, I seen something blowing right there. It was moving. That was enough to alert me. Message held for review. Ryan Palace's big boy. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. I don't know why YouTube flags most of these comments. I don't think I've had one troll tonight. I'm thankful for that. Unless a moderator got rid of them. Temple of, is it the Nebraska? Temple of the Abyss? I'm in Ohio. Norman Phillips says hi. Hello, Norman. Okay. Where does this go? See if this is a campsite back here. I hate going to these dead ends. Because if something can't get away at a dead end, it's going to be coming towards me. Okay, it's okay this way. This was not a dead end. I thought it was. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Hi, neighbor. I'm in West Virginia. Hello, West Virginia. Welcome, welcome. We are going to take a trip down to West Virginia. Hopefully this coming summer. We want to go to the New River Bridge and camp a night or two down there. And I also want to go to the Point Pleasant and go to that Mothman Museum. 53, well, cool. Keep them coming, you guys. I got 65 on here watching. Nocturnal nighttime investigations. I think I'm going to make my way back up here, probably about 500 yards from where I came in, and we should cross the two trees that had been laid across the path. Now that I've heard of trees laid across the path, but when you hear about a sighting 4 weeks ago, I think 4 weeks ago, you can Google it, Richland County, Ohio. When you hear about a sighting and then you come into the section where he's supposed to have went, and you've got trees laying across the path. So I know. I've been watching YouTube videos about West Virginia. Yep. Oh, I'm really appreciative, you guys, of the 50 plus likes. I'm really appreciative. Look, we got deer going that way. We got deer going that way. And then it's crosses straight over that way. I bet you he went up here like this, stopped, and then turned and went that way. I bet you that was that buck and doe I seen tonight. And I shouldn't have spotlighted him. I shouldn't have done that. I know a lot of people who spotlight deers and then they kill them, and I don't believe in that at all. They spotlight them and freeze them. You hear that? Oh, that's the wind. It's starting to dip. The wind, the temperature's starting to dip. This warm front that came through today, if you call 30 degrees a warm front, is supposed to really dip tonight and be back down around below zero with the wind chills. You all know that. You all know that live in the eastern part of the U.S. And I heard it's supposed to freeze down around Georgia and Florida. Appalachian Andy, I am in the woods in Richland County, Ohio. And I'm doing a nighttime nocturnal investigation. And Andy, something laid across the path right here. Now this is not owned by ODNR or anything. And up here, there's another one laid across the path. I know at Mohican, they'll I think they lay stuff across the path. I think ODNR does it when the trail's closed to horses to keep people with four-wheelers and Jeeps out of there. But I don't know why they would, something would be laid across the path back here. Chupacabra. Well, Van Girl, Cheryl, I'm not so brave, I found out tonight. I don't know whether I'm cut out for this. I almost crapped myself 2 or 3 times. To be very blunt, I did bring extra underwear. Van Girl Cheryl's got a channel, y'all. And I'm probably Scrappy Acres Homestead's got a channel, it sounds like. Bigfoot chased the deer out. I know they didn't hang around back here. I might have chased them out. Skinwalker might need a new skin. Going to be minus 25 here tomorrow. Where are you at? BOEW 11. Minus 25. Are you in like Minnesota or somewhere? Well, somebody give me another nickel. I'm up to $1.45 in rubies tonight, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think that is 145 rubies. Penny a piece. Appreciate it. I did see a couple deer. If you replay Van Girl, I seen a buck and a doe. I had my light out, but it was so light I could see them across the field. And then when I turned my light on, I could see it was a buck and a doe. Desert Adventures in Arizona is popping in. Hello, Steve. How are you? I came on early tonight, Steve, about 6:30. I think I'm just going to start doing it about 6:30. Then I can be done by 8. Hour and 15 minutes is enough for me. Now here is the other that was laying across the path. And as you can see, it did not come down from anywhere. Ray Crump says, hi, Steve. All right, Van Girl, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you stopping in, hitting that like button. Van Girl Cheryl does do, you guys, tips on van life. I know of a lot of van lifers, so she does tips on cooking, smart buying, and she does have a good channel. I'm just going to stand here and be quiet, you guys, and listen. That thermal will point anything out. If there was something over there hiding behind that tree, my thermal would point it out. So that's going to be a good tool to have. I don't know how good the sensitivity is going to be as far as being able to see the outline of what it is, but I will be able to see anything that's warmer than the snow, that's for sure. Or warmer than the ground. I think it measures minus 4 degrees up to 882 degrees, it said. Matthew Saps, you need to tree knock. I'm getting me a baseball bat and I'm going to cut it in 2 and I'm going to have it with me. It will not only be added protection, but I'll be able to do nice tree knocks with it. A game call, like I said, I'll have my green headlamp, so I'll be able to get closer to game next time. Matthew Saps, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. I sure appreciate you, my friend. I call everybody my friend. This message held for review. Grab a piece of wood and bang it on a tree. Yeah, I have done that before. But I think we're just going to pass tonight because I'm going to be shutting this down here in about 7 minutes. So thank you all for stopping in. See if I missed anything in the chat. I don't want to well, Jay Baird, check out Richland County, Ohio Bigfoot sightings 2025. No, I'm not going to run because they say you should never run. If you run, they sense fear and they chase you. Bears and Bigfoot. Mountain lions too. The wind's picking up. The temperature's dropping pretty rapidly. I've got about a half-mile walk back to the truck. If you're on here, make sure you come back next week about 6:30 p.m. We'll be starting another live. I don't know what we'll be doing. Maybe it won't be a nocturnal investigation. I think the next nocturnal investigation may be in 2 weeks. Next week, maybe chilling by a tent, cooking something, and having a nice little fire. So please come back. Appalachian Andy Outdoors need to get together for a hunt. Appalachian Andy, I am all for that. I am having a meetup, Appalachian Andy, in March, West Branch State Park. I think right now we've got 6 to 8 coming. And I think they've all got YouTube channels. So we've got 3 sites reserved, and we're going to double up. 6 of us is doubling up on sites. It's March 6th through 8th, Appalachian Andy. So you guys, I'm going to run. Thank you. I hate shutting it down with 64 on here, but I got to go. Got to find my way back to the truck, and it's getting cold. So we'll see you all next one. Love others the best you can, and try to stay quiet in this noisy world we live in. Bye-bye. See you next week.